All right, welcome everyone. And today we're going to be looking at the arena. Probably just going to mostly be playing some Dark Draft because, like I said, Duels is out, and we haven't played that many Dark Draft games with the new Duels cards. Last stream we had some really great Dark Draft games, so I'm thinking that we'll get some more of those. In the meantime, though, I'm going to queue up. I'm thinking that I'll get at least one Dark Draft game in, and maybe, depending on how much time is left, I'll either play another one or I will make another constructed deck. I'll see how we're feeling. Alright, so we're in the draft. So, Subjugate, it is nice to have these board clears. I think this one is more conditional than a lot of the other ones that exist out there. I'm a really big fan of Noble Unicorn. So these are both good picks, in my opinion, first pack. Fireball is okay. Some people rate it very highly because they play more aggressively. Unhiking is more of a you wouldn't want this card unless you had enough cards to get the Loyalty 2 to work, so I don't want to take that early. It's not game warping. If you play this and your opponent plays a 0-cost card, you do sort of 2 for 1 then, but it's a lot like a Kong in that sense. And Saren is just a Punisher. We don't need any of those right now. We're going to go ahead and pick and see if we get more cards that once you have a deck mostly made, then that's when you want to start looking at things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up Crystal Golem. I mean, the most obvious choice here would be Crystal Golem Temporal Shift, but we do have this new card here. Sage Champions get +2 offense this turn. Our other champions get -2 offense this turn and draw 2 cards. So you get this like a mini force field. We'll try it out because we haven't played with it yet. And then I personally think I like Crystal Golem better than Temporal Shift, but that's just because my playstyle tends to lend itself well to Crystal Golem. It's a very good surprise play champion when your opponent clears the board, and also it just has the potential to block something and draw 2 cards, so very strong. Could take Time Bender or Wave Transformation here. I think I'm going to take the Wave. Time Bender is a solid pick here, but Wave is good in most any deck, and I'm not 100% sold that I'll be Sage right now, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Wave here. Alright, some interesting options here. I think I do like the Chronicler Ancient Chant, and then we can start picking up some more Sage cards. Imperial Commander is a card that I played last game, and it was okay, but getting an Ambush Champion here is nice. And Ancient Chant is just a card that I like in pretty much any deck in Limited, because I feel like a lot of games are lost because I get greedy with my picks and I end up taking a lot of things like Drain Essence that cause me to run out of options in my hand. Alright, so here I'm going to take the Fumble. Fumble's a solid card in any deck. It gives -10 offense to a champion, and then you recycle. So this is a lot like Second Wind, except that you'll usually get more than 5 health off of it. You can also use it as a combat trick. Sometimes it won't be as good as Second Wind. It can't save you if you just randomly draw it, but you do get the option to draw 2 cards. I don't really want to take Psionic Assault because there's also Soul Hunter in that pack, and there's a decent chance that they'll pick up the Soul Hunter there. Another good pack here. I'm probably going to take both the Recycles, but I could take the Martial Law. I do already have one way to clear the board, and I think these are really high quality cards, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Citadel Scholar and the Wolf's Bite. If I didn't have Wave of Transformation, I think I would probably take the Martial Law and the Wolf's Bite. Alright. Might take the Marcus here. I think that's the play. I've talked about this before. Players love to take discard effects in Dark Draft, and we've already passed your opponent discards 2, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Marcus here. And basically, if your opponent makes you discard this, then you just get to put it into play. And so far, we don't have anything to go along with our Noble Unicorn, but that's fine. It's kind of it's not too late in the pack to go wild, so I think I am going to go ahead and try it out. I'll take this Raging T-Rex and the Hurricane, likely. I have a good deck for Hurricane. The Mythic Monster is also pretty good, but I personally really value off-turn, potentially more than one champion removed. So I'm going to take the Hurricane here. I think we're going to be able to make this T-Rex work. I think our opponent is assuming we're not in wilds, and they're just going to keep passing us wild cards. An interesting option here. I think Juggernaut is the play, but Fires of Rebellion is very good in this type of deck. We have so many Sage cards, though, that Juggernaut's always going to draw a card, and I've always talked about how this card is just, it's frequently just going to be 9 damage. So we take this, we pass the rest. Fires of Rebellion makes it look like we're not in wilds. Get more wild cards are going our way. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just pick up these 2 wild cards here. Storm Dragon, Silver Dragon. Neither of those are super amazing. I mean, we do have Wave Transformation, which makes Storm Dragon better, but both these cards will be great in our deck. Lightning Storm will give us some reach, so if we can get the opponent down to 12, we can just play this, recall it, play it again. And the Go Wild is pretty solid in any deck that is attacking enough times. And both of these will help to solidify our Raging T-Rex here. Alright. I think it's probably going to be the Reaper So. It's nice to pick up a second way to clear the board. We only have one. I suppose the Hurricane sort of counts. Thrasher Demon's okay. The problem with this card is that if you play this in attack, your opponent makes a demon token of some kind, then you don't. Then their token will take down your Thrasher Demon. So sometimes it just doesn't get there. It's easy to chump. It has its place, but it's not in this deck. This deck doesn't have a way to punish the opponent really doing something to deal with it. I mean, I have the one Juggernaut right now. So I'm going to go ahead and probably take Feeding Frenzy, Cave Troll here. Justice Prevails is also reasonable. I have some number of 0-cost champions, but not that many. Just Wolf's Bite and Wave Transformation are the ones that make more than one. I mean, Wolf's Bite doesn't even make more than one. Alright. I could actually swing Forest Giant in this deck. Necrovirus is also quite good here. And so Sky Serpent. Don't really need Abyss Summoner in this deck. We don't have enough things to buff with it, and we have a couple of Ambush Champions already. The real question is removal, 0-cost card, or Blitz Punisher. I think it's going to be the Blitz Punisher. I think we can make this work. We're going to try and play more of a tempo-oriented deck where we just punish the opponent. Yeah, I want the Rampaging Worm here. I think we can make this work. So what we're trying to do here is make plays that get our opponent in a position where they have to react first, and then we will play our Blitz Champions, get in for some damage, and then finish off our opponent with cards like Lightning Storm. So we're looking for another burn card, something like Flame Strike. Even Rain of Fire would be quite nice. Alright. Time Thief goes really well with our strategy. And pretty much all of these cards do. So it's kind of about what I want to pick here. I might just need to solidify the wild some more. I think Fire Spirit will be quite good in our deck. We already have multiple ambush champions, so I'm not too worried. We have 3. Not too worried. I'd rather pick up an establishing champion, which we only have the T-Rex right now. So we'll go ahead and take one of those. Juggernaut sort of counts. Probably going to be the Lay Claim and the Lara here. We could take the Gold Dragon. However, we have multiple punishing champions. It is nice to have some amount of health gain in a deck, but you don't need it. You don't need it. So we're going to go ahead and take these 2. Yeah. I'm up against Samwise. I'm up against, it says Fat Hobbit. Is that Samwise? Alright. Another interesting question here. Probably the Frantic Digging. I mean, I can't imagine. This card is going to be great in our deck with, we have Cave Troll, we have Ancient Chant, and we are likely going to be in a situation where we're just short of loyalty, so that'll help us fill that gap. I think this is an easy pick here. We're just going to take these 2 cards because Deadly Raid might cause us to win the game, and it draws 2 otherwise. And Zealous Necromancer is another ambush champion, which I think we have enough of, but I'd rather pick up the Necromancer here over the Wolf's Call. You'll consider Wolf's Golf, we already had some kind of synergy with it, but as it stands, not too excited about that card. Interesting pack here. I think Palace Guard is a perfectly reasonable option. It gives me some removal, which my deck is somewhat lacking here. We also have these two really strong wild cards. So I'm probably going to take the Smash and Burn, which is sort of a remove a champion and draw two and buff a champion. But it's situational, so you can't just play it willy-nilly. You have to kind of find the perfect spot for it. That being said, I think it'll be quite good in our deck, so I'm going to pick that up. And perfect, we got some discard pile banishment, which our deck has been missing. And we'll take the Ceasefire here, just because our deck has a lot of evasive champions. So we should be able to have at least one turn where we Ceasefire a bunch of champions on the ground, and then we will attack on our turn with things like Draka's Enforcers, Sea Serpent, Juggernaut, and maybe Deadly Raid. Oh, I see. That's a good one. The opponent's going first here, so I'm going to toss the Go Wilds. We don't need Transmogrify either, so what we're going to end up having is a board clear and then two variations of draw twos. So if our opponent drops like a Steel Golem and attacks us, I mean that's not a perfect example because I'd probably would Crystal Golem there, but if we have some threat that we need to deal with, we've got the Wave of Transformation. Otherwise, we'll play Crystal Golem if the coast is clear and Smash and Burn if it is not. My reasoning is Crystal Golem is best when you can either attack with it immediately afterwards or get value out of blocking something with it before you can threaten to draw the two cards. Rampaging Cyclops. So for example, I could totally Crystal Golem here and block and then draw two cards. Or I could Wave Transformation, turn that into a wolf, and then Juggernaut on my turn. I'm going to have to eventually deal with that, that's for sure. We'll see if we can get more value out of the Wave Transformation than just one transform here. So go for the Crystal Golem play, since this is a pretty straightforward block. Right now, we are weak to Rage or Lash, which would cause us to take 16 damage. But that's just a risk we're taking. So right now we can get a read. If our opponent doesn't play Rage or Lash, that means that these four cards don't have Rage or Lash in them. So we know that about those four cards. Our turn's going to start. They're both pretty good plays. The only thing is the Juggernaut, I don't have another Sage card to reveal, so it might be good to do it now. Get it out there. And then block that with the Guilt Demon and just continue getting in for 9 until our opponent deals with it. So what we'll do is we'll block the Rampaging Cyclops with the Guilt Demon, and then if the Guilt Demon gets removed, we'll play Lay Claim to make 4 human tokens and draw a card and block with one of those. Should be quite difficult to remove the Guilt Demon and the 4 human tokens. Time Thief. Alright, perfect. Now we can Wave Transformation. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and discard Smash and Burn to maximum hand size, which is perfectly good by us because this card lets you deal 6 damage to a champion from the discard pile. So we're going to go ahead and get some value. I love my value. Looks like this other person is trying to do something similar to us, but we have a lot of card advantage right now. If we dealt 9 to everything, that would have 8 health left. So we could even block here with Guilt Demon and then Hurricane would clear. Or I could Wave Transformation. Let's just go for the Wave Transformation. I think that's I guess the only problem here is we won't be able to replay the Juggernaut. Banishing their whole discard pile is also very nice here. I'm just going to go for the wave transformation. Even though we shut off our Juggernaut, we can play Fire Spirit. Oh yeah, discarding cards. When you have to discard a card and you're like, oh, don't mind if I do. Make me discard more cards, why won't you? Urgent Messengers. Alright, they got a lot of tokens out. Don't have any way to clear these efficiently. Maybe we should have picked up that Storm Dragon. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just drop this Juggernaut here. And continue to get in for damage, even though we haven't really yet. We'll be taking this, which is fine. Say 4, 5, 6. We have a much faster clock with the Juggernaut. And our burn cards. Just our Lightning Storm. I do think we have a faster clock, though. We have this. We have a hand that interacts with our opponent in many different ways. Surprise attack. War Machine. Interesting. Well, we can't do anything about that, so it looks like it's just going to get blocked, and then we'll be passing. We'll likely block that with the Guild Demon, the War Machine here. Like I said, they don't have a... I should have played the Citadel Scholar here, that was a mistake. They should have played a... They don't have a Rager Lash in hand, so you don't have to worry about them giving this breakthrough here for 4-0. They could play... I don't know. There's two cards. Winds of Change and Battle Cry both give the whole team breakthrough and a big buff. So if that happens, we can actually still clear the board with Hurricane, so it'll be fine. Alright. The question is, do I want to lay claim or not? The thing is, it's much greedier for me to hold on to the Guild Demon, but it's also safer in a way. Because what else am I doing with my gold? Nothing. I'm not going to do this right now. Otherwise, what happens? I just, after all these attacks happen, it gets passed to me, and I just play. I make this play anyway. So we're going to do it now. Like I said, risky, but I think it'll pay off. I have a read that my opponent doesn't have anything going on right now. We'll see if that is actually the case. We will trade in these human tokens if we have the opportunity to. Could get Justice. Could get Justice Prevailed here. It's going to be a column. Perfectly fine. Let's trade in 2 humans here. We'll Alara to take out one of these, the bigger one. And we'll use Guild Demon to block one of the human tokens. The reason I'm doing this is that it lets us get some extra value out of our Guild Demon. So by making this block, my opponent is encouraged to attack with their human tokens. Probably going to attack with that wolf token next. I'll take the 2. And then they'll attack with a human token, and I can drop down the Guild Demon. Go ahead and eat a Urgent Messengers. I do get to banish their whole discard pile, basically, because I'm going to attack with this on my next turn. Right now it shuts off any recycle, so they can't Flame Spike this, for example, and also draw a card. We'll just eke that tiny bit of extra value out of Guild Demon. Ambush Blitz. Very fun combo. What we're going to do is come in here, banish that surprise attack, and then we'll place Alara here to take out Kong and give ourselves some more chunk blockers. We should be all set here. we still have the Smash and Burn the discard pile, but we haven't found a chance to activate it for any value. So always do your attack triggers first. I could play cards first, but basically, if I'm going to, I don't want to pass to my opponent without attacking with Guilt Demon so that I can get my benefit. You may banish target card in any discard pile. In case they have a, trying to think of a 1-cost card, maybe a Flood of Fire or Fireball that they really want to play for some reason. I'll go ahead and drop this, get Blitz, and transform the Wolf. I mean the Con, because it's much bigger. Pass the turn. This way we have 2 blockers, which should be enough. If the opponent brought something out here that took these out, I probably would play the Cave Troll. Like if they played a Helion here and dealt 2 damage to both my champions or dealt 2 damage to the Wolf token into me, then I'd play the Cave Troll here as an additional blocker. Alright, I'm going to draw 2. It's probably a good time to play the Citadel Scholar and also the Cave Troll. But we could get cleared here, so I'll just play it safe and I'll play one of them. I think it'll be the Cave Troll. I think that's the safer play here. Because again, right now, if they don't have any removal, the Alara is going to transform the War Machine on my next turn into Wolf tokens. So basically they have 3 Wolves, a Human token, and a 3/1. So their board's actually quite weak. If they had a Banshall right now, it'd be reasonable to play it after making their swings. Best card they could have is definitely Draka's Fire. Clear my board and then draw a card. But it's possible they'll have some kind of targeted removal for Alara here. Maybe they'll have a Wyvern, for example. Something that just takes this out. Go ahead and block there. Again, they probably don't have a Rage or Lash. They've drawn 4 cards since the last time we checked. Interesting. This tells me that they're going to clear the board here. So I'm going to go ahead and block with the Cave Troll, likely. Get it in my discard pile. If they have a Banshall, they have to play it right now. They have banish also their Street Swindler. But maybe they have a Corpse Taker or a Necromancer Lord or something, and they just want to get this in the discard pile. Alright, and I suppose I'll just take this 4 damage here. Could block 2 of it. That would save me 1 health, really, because the Human token would then attack. I don't think it's worth the 1 health over the chance that they don't have a board clear here. Even though it's quite likely they have a board clear here. And if they do Banish All, I'm going to go ahead and drop this Noble Unicorn so I can start applying pressure immediately. Blue Dragon, alright. Taking out my Guilt Demon. Sure. I'll draw 2 with Hurricane, and the Smash and Burn will kill the Blue Dragon. We could Hurricane, but honestly this Alara will give us a lot of damage for free. 6, 7, 8. I could Wolfspite now, or I could wait. Let's just go ahead and Wolfspite right away. And the nice thing is if I play with Citadel Scholar, then I also get a draw card off of that, but I'm going to go for it right now. I don't think we have anything that matters, so I'm just going to go ahead and we have Chronicler in the deck, so we can return any card from our discard pile back to our hand when we play that. Now they have Recycle. They're more likely to play an Amnesia now than they were before. So Let's go ahead and transform that immediately. We don't want to give the opponent priority before attacking. Or before activating the Alara, I mean. Because if we do, what'll happen is, you know, we'll attack with their wolf token, and then they'll play their Rain of Fire or whatever. You notice that sometimes when you have a champion that has a reusable ability like this Alara here, it can seem like the opponent is far ahead, but you have some secret benefit here. I mean, in this case, just having this Alara existing gives us a lot of leeway. So I'm going to attack for 2 and then play Cave Troll and pass. Cave Troll will block any of these attacks, and then we have a pretty significant advantage on board. Alright, that's From Beyond. Sure. Again, we're just going to play the Cave Troll and pass here. Right now they're using their 0-cost 5/5 Blitz ambush as a remove my wolf token. That's perfectly fine. Don't need to do anything special there. We're just going to pass. Once this Alara prepares again, then they just can't play anything big onto the board anymore. It's a good place to be. Unfortunately, we don't have a proper Punisher in hand here. We could play Citadel. If our opponent really sets me up for a punish, I'll probably play a Citadel Scholar just because I have a high chance of drawing one. But honestly, I mean, even the Lightning Storm here, right? Deal 3, 4, 5, 6, clear their board. It's pretty good too. Might just do that. I think I might like the Fire Spirit play better here. That way we have an off-turn play, so we'll go ahead and play the Fire Spirit, recalling the Cave Troll and drawing card, and then replay the Cave Troll. And this way we can just fumble the Darkone's Apprentice when it attacks, and we're set up to clear anything else that we want to clear without spending our gold. This puts us in a great position to win pretty quickly with the Deadly Raid. So right now we have 16 on board, not including the Alara, so that's 20 damage with Deadly Raid. I'm just going to go ahead and fumble this. It's a very good situation for fumble. I'm going to go ahead and leave the Wolfspite because I think it's one of the better things to get back with the Chronicler. And there it is. It's exactly what I'm talking about. This is a good situation for, like I was saying, this is a good situation for fumble because we have 2 cards that will just continuously generate value out in play right now. Alara and Fire Spirit. So just the tempo of keeping the opponent off of doing anything for the next couple of turns here. Interesting. Alright, they're going to break our stuff. What's very good here is if they attack with a demon token, that'd be perfect. I don't think they will though. Alright, let's just go ahead and drop the Chronicler. We'll pick up Wolfspite, and then we'll Wolfspite the Wolf. And draw a card off that, probably. Go ahead and do some recycling. Let's toss our fumble now that we have the Chronicler out. And the Guild Demon. Toss those back into the fray. I remember was it last Dark Draft? The Wolfspite was my nemesis because it got played 5 times or something ridiculous like that. Something ridiculous. Alright, let's go ahead and get in for 5 here. This will probably eat the human token, which is fine. Or maybe they'll take 5. In this game, we're not really even though I was expecting it to be more of a tempo type of game, the opponent's deck is very aggressive. They've been playing very aggressively. So I've been leaning into that and just kind of forcing the opponent, bleeding them dry of resources here. You'll notice my 8 cards in hand versus their 4. The health totals don't matter as much unless they have a lot of burn in their deck. They probably have Fires of Rebellion, so we're effectively at 14. So we want to keep that in mind. But 14 is a pretty safe place. They're going to go ahead and take 7 there, which is good for us. It's probably pass here. I have so much in play. I get to do 12 a turn. I can block that. It's probably pass and discard Rampaging Worm. It's the least useful card in our hand. Doesn't mean that we can't Draka's Enforcer and draw a card, but honestly, if we just play the Draka's Enforcer, it'll be because the opponent clears the board, so in that case, I'll be quite happy to play the Draka's Enforcer. Alright, Rampaging Worm is not very useful here because, well, it does do more damage. It's very redundant. It's a 14 offense blitz versus our 9 offense blitz airborne, so I'd usually rather have a Sky Serpent in hand for that effect. An aggressive Fat Hobbit. Right. Alright, they're going to go ahead and drop Soul Hunter and just pass. So I was correct about the Sonic Assault pick there earlier in the game. I mean, now it's actually probably correct to play this Draka's Enforcer here because it's going to be damage that our opponent can't stop. So we'll go ahead and drop that right now. So let's see, that's 7. That puts them at 16. Can't do math. Then we'll probably just drop the Deadly Raid if that hits. Try and go for the win. Right, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 damage through the Deadly Raid, not including the Draka's Enforcer. Maybe they have Vanishing that they want to play. Alright, let's see what we get here. I've been really holding on to Citadel Scholar all game, just waiting for this board to be cleared, but it has never been cleared. And I've had a slight advantage, in my opinion, on board the entire game, so there's never really been a time. The Cave Troll has always been a safer play in the event that it's a break-all. So here we are, just whacking away. Yeah, we're going to go for the Deadly Raid. Alright, there's Fireball. 3 damage, Spike Trap. Kind of like the Fireball Us here because it would take out the Wolf and maybe a Pyre. Okay, I see. Rain of Fire here. Fair enough. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then they're at 7. Or I could... I don't think I have any Blitz Champions in my deck. I mean, I still have that Go Wild, which I could draw. I could play Sky Serpent here, do 9. That puts him at 12. I mean, that's probably the play. Let's go ahead and Citadel Scholar and then Frantic Digging here. We'll see if we can find the Go Wilds. That would change things. It's a nice draw. Don't think we're going to need that this game. Go ahead. We're just looking for the Go Wild, really. It's not the Go Wild. So it is going to be the Sky Serpent. We're going to go ahead and get in for 9. And then I'm going to pass after that. Alright, so from here, we are in a great position. We've got Lightning Storm with Recall. So we'll probably be Lightning Storming them. Probably going to block the Soul Hunter with the Citadel Scholar so that we don't take 5 damage. And then they'll potentially have some kind of break all effect. If that happens, then it'll be the Noble Unicorn coming down. An Avenging Angel. They're just going to send it. Alright. Well, Lightning Storm has a couple of uses here. We're just going to go ahead and deal 6 to that so we don't have to deal with it. I mean, it's a Hail Mary type of play here. So Avenging Angel can be a Hail Mary if your opponent doesn't have an answer, but 6 cards in hand. I've been discarding to maximum hand size a couple of times. It's very unlikely that I don't have an answer to that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and see if we can get him for 9 here. If we do, it's probably game over. We can just deadly rate it up. I'm thirsty for cards. Thirsty for cards. Yeah, that's what happens. I bet they don't even have a draw 2 here. Right, so let's see if there's any other real play I could make. I could just recall the Lightning Storm. It's also quite safe. And it's like if they have health gain. I mean, Deadly Raid should do it in either case, so let's just go for the Deadly Raid here. It'd be really hard for us to get punished with this because basically if I recall the Lightning Storm and they have life gain, then they could survive. But if I do this, if I play, or Gudgeon even, if I play Deadly Raid and attack, they have to have a board clear. If they board clear, I can recall Lightning Storm in their turn and then kill them on my next turn. So Deadly Raid it is. I attack with the champion that doesn't die to Spike Trap in case they have something weird that stops all my champions and Spike Trap. Alright, so that's the game. Good game. Yeah, Fat Hobbit. Let's see what time it is. We could probably do another. Let's just keep going on the Dark Draft. I mean, I did play Dark Draft the last time, but I think it's good to just continue playing with the new format now that we have duels in the arena. I did play a lot of Constructed last week, so mix it up here. See how far we can get. I think oops, maybe I'm already in. Alright, I have 3 wins currently. Oh, I have a challenge. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. That's even better. What do I want to play here? Is this the deck that I was thinking of? I want to try out my deck that has the zombie deck that has I've really been wanting to get this deck to work. I really want to get what's it called? The Risen to work. So this is the Risen deck, and I'll accept the challenge, and then I'll look at the deck and explain it while we're playing here. So we'll see if we can see if Wildling's still on. I don't think we had the challenge at the beginning, so that must have been a recent challenge. Let's just go ahead and we'll pick this deck here. Alright, so I'm really excited about this. This is the deck that I was explaining last time. I think I played maybe a game with it. Whole point of this deck is I was trying to build around the Risen. So the Risen is you get 3 zombies, all of your evil champions gain Blitz, +1 offense and +1 defense this turn. So what's really relevant about this card is all of your evil champions get the Blitz, not just your zombies. So we're going to take advantage of that. Opponent's going first. So we're going to do something like Urgent Messengers on their turn. Let's definitely hold on to the Plentiful Dead. We don't need Lessons Learned because we already have a draw 2. Don't really need Soul Hunter here either. I mean, I suppose what I could do is I could hold on to Urgent Messengers, Lessons Learned. We could do something like Urgent Messengers, Lessons Learned, Urgent Messengers, discard Soul Hunter to maximum hand size. So we'll aim for that plan right here. And basically what this deck is just a token deck. It's heavily evil. Interesting. Medusa looks like. I mean, if I was them, I'd actually probably go for the Muse here, because basically the Necromancer Lord doesn't do anything unless they have Force Mage Apprentice in hand. The Medusa is just a 6/8, but the Muse is a real threat. I have to actually answer it. So I'm going to Urgent Messengers. What's really nice is we drew Raxa here, so Raxa is in this deck for this exact reason. Basically, it's annoying when enemy decks have these small champions and we don't run any small removal. So we'll go ahead and group attack for 2. See if we can be greedy. Like, the reason I'm doing this is because it's very unlikely that they'll block with either of these champions. So this is basically free damage, because I'm going to do this anyway. If they knew I was going to play Raxa, they would actually probably block with Mistguide Heralds. But the play I made it seem like I don't have an answer. I'm going to go ahead and reveal a Spying Demon. I don't want to show off the Soul Hunter, in case they have a Thought Blocker for me. We'll go ahead and make a gigantic board here. It's always nice. Raxa's coming in quite handy here. We get to take out the Muse, we get to take out their gold play. So Raxa basically just countered their golds and then also gave us 2 3/6/6 bodies. It's 18 offense right there. This opponent definitely needs to clear the board, so I'm going to expect that it's cleared. And probably lessons learned, the Urgent Messengers again. There's a Spawning Demon. They're running a deck similar to ours, apparently. Spawning Demon plays weird here to me. I'm not sure what situation you'd want to play that. Maybe if you have a way to clear my entire side of the board, then you'd play that so you can attack with it. But I'm not sure what card would do that. Maybe... yeah, I'm not sure what card would do that. Alright, they're going to bring back the Mistguide Heralds. They're running a classical Evil and Sage deck there. Our Justice Prevails might prevail here. Alright, they're going to Misguide and grab probably the Xanos, but maybe the Raxa. They already have Raxa in hand, so that would make their demons 8/8 if they get them both out. But usually having the more bodies will be more relevant. Alright, they're going to go for the Raxa. Maybe they only have those 2 evil cards. I guess that also takes out our humans and the zombie token, so that is pretty relevant. I'll go ahead and replay our Urgent Messengers anyway. And we can't really second wind here. The question is, do I Spawning Demon? My Spawning Demon is going to be a 7/7 with Righteous. That's a pretty good deal. I'm somewhat tempted to just play both. I can definitely get away with playing one. I suppose it'll likely be blocked anyway. Let's play one. It's kind of greedy, but I think we can gain a lot of health this next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and lead with the Demon token, see what happens. Alright. Going to gain a lot of health. I'm expecting this to just be blocked by a Demon token, in which case we can just go ahead and play our Justice Prevails, gain our 9. No blocks. We've got to block it with the Demon. Yeah. Alright. Justice. This is justice that's happening right now. Justice. Oh man. I could play this From Beyond, but I'm going to hold on to it for now. See if I can get some extra value out of it. Let's consume. Speaking of extra value. Let's do it now. That'll save our Demon token here. Give us an extra health and give us a 7/7 to attack with because it gets buffed by Raxa still. So From Beyond gives us a demon token with Blitz this turn, and then all of our evil champions get +1 offense and +1 defense this turn. So things are looking very good for us based on that consume play. So they're going to draw some cards here. Somewhat of a desperate measure. Looking for maybe a hasty retreat or another wither or consume. Wither would be very good for them. Alright. That's fine though, we're still going to gain a lot of health. And these demons are now 1/4, so it affects their demons as well. I'm just going to start getting in with these. He's puny. They're 3/6s. You don't see those very often. 3/6 demons. Should really second wind and recycle those two. Anyway. Oh no! Alright, the real play there would have been probably wait until I attack with the 4/7 and then play that, break the spawning demon, and then block the 4/7. I think that would have been the play, but this is also fine. Ah, punished for not playing the second wind. Alright, and then we definitely still want to gain our health for sure, so I'm going to go ahead and attack probably just with 2 humans as a group. See what happens there. Probably just going to get blocked by a single demon, but we still gain our 8. Could do something weird like 2 demons block it, but then I get to take out one of their demons. So here both of my humans survive because this only has 3 offense. Alright, this one has 3 damage on it, so this is just a 4/4. We will make the attack because if it gets blocked by that 6/6, I can attack with the 8/8 pretty freely. I mean, I'm fine trading in the 8/8 here, losing it just to gain 8, because that 8 is a lot of health to gain. But preferably this gets blocked by the demon token here. It's the best case scenario for us. Frantic digging some more. Rax is honestly looking pretty good for them next turn, but maybe they're looking for, I'm not sure. Alright, another Rax's Curse. We're going to run out of cards in hand. Alright, they're going to take the 4 here, and I'm going to gain 4. Oh wait, no, actually they haven't declared blockers yet. Alright, well, looks like we're attacking with this next. Could block with 2 demon tokens here, that would be the play for them. I would 100% do it. I'd block with both of these 2 demons on the right. But it's possible that after seeing all these tricks that my deck can do, they're afraid of me having another one. I still think they should do it though. Alright, they did go for it. So that means I'm going to take that out and deal some damage to the other one. Perfectly fine. Now I will probably attack with this other Raxa, which means that if they want, they can block with basically I either trade Raxa, or I take out both the Spawning Demon and the Mistguide Herald here. The thing that is a little unfortunate about this play is they are going to get to Necromancer Lord something here. Now they're just going to take 7. That's fine. I'm just going to pass the turn. You do get to Necromancer Lord again, so they're likely going to take their other Raxa back out of the discard pile. That's going to take out my human tokens, but we're fine. We're living our life. I am somewhat regretting that I did not second win there, because the second wins are just sitting in my hand doing nothing. But I suppose that is just the cost of misplaying. And given that we don't have a really efficient way to deal with that, it's likely that we could lose this game just to that Necromancer Lord. Oh well. I'm going to draw 2 with this Justice Prevails and hope for the best. I think they should absolutely bring back their own Raxa and then kill my human tokens here and just start swinging with it for 8. Definitely should not spend their gold before attacking, because they have a lot of damage they can deal for free. Right now they can deal... See, I really don't like this play because what if I have removal for that Necromancer Lord? And I am going to see if I do. I'm going to be greedy. Go and banish the discard pile here so they can't reanimate that. Second wind again. Alright. Now they have no targets for Necromancer Lord. We've got these Soul Hunters, which are just awkward. They probably have no advantage from play in their deck, so playing the Soul Hunters is actually reasonable in this scenario. Hopefully what I can do is draw a real play next turn that isn't the Soul Hunter, but we'll see. Might end up Soul Hunting. Drain Essence, and then reanimate my Raxa. Is that what's going to happen? Alright. That's fine. One thing that's really sad about this Necromancer Lord is they're playing the same deck as me. What is happening? I thought it was so unique. They're running a very similar list here. Alright, so we are going to probably... Oh, interesting. I could just toss both of these in the way to take that out. It might be worth it, honestly. Lose a Spying Demon to take down the Raxa. But I don't think it's a winning battle. I really have to clear the board here in order to win. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So, we're in a tough spot. That's what I'm getting at. I guess we're just taking it. I guess we're hoping to draw a clear all, like board clear. Really want more card draw, really. Take some damage. Then we'll play Soul Hunter next turn. Necromancer Lord is kind of like discard pile. You can remove our Soul Hunter from a discard pile, kinda. And they do have that Eager Necromancer. So if I play the Plentiful Dead and pass, it'll get removed. And I won't be able to use it for the rest of the game. I might just go all in on these Spying Demons here. I think that's going to be the play. I'll go ahead and play Plentiful Dead, Spying Demon, Soul Hunter. We're going to make a lot of demons. We're just having... I did not expect this sort of thing to happen. I'll tell you that much. It's ridiculous. I don't know. It's not looking good for us. Let me tell you, this deck is extremely fragile. Pretty much just you win early or you don't. So I'm gonna get rid of Soul Hunter here probably, and then reanimate with Necromancer Lord. So that's my guess. Maybe they'll take out a Spying Demon. Taking a Spying Demon, sure. No attacks to make, really. We know it's in their hand too. It's Eager Necromancer and Soul Hunter, so they're gonna play their Soul Hunter too. Oh man, this game is ridiculous. Alright, now they're going to think about combat for a while. We're going to take 3 damage in the air. You don't have anything to stop those. The big concern is going to be what do we do when they attack with the demon token. And honestly, the play is probably just block with 2 demons. I mean, I should probably just block with Soul Hunter and a demon token. And then they get to take it out. There's nothing I can really do there. Just, it is what it is. They have the Eager Necromancer. They're gonna hold on to it until this dies. I'm gonna let them have it here if they want it. This way, I get to keep a demon token. Go. If I damage to them, we're burning them down. 21. We're probably gonna die though. Even though I went up to 60, I'm at 35 now. So 59 or whatever I went to. We're gonna bring that back. It's fine with me. These gigantic boards. This is not good. Not good. Do we want to spend our gold first? Yeah, I think we do. We know it's in their hand. I mean, we don't know the one card they drew, but Eager Necromancer, Soul Hunter, they can't. Neither of those cards are punishers, so we'll make some more demons. See who can make more demons. Except their demons are 8/8. And they have a Necromancer Lord that I can't deal with. So we'll see. I need to draw Demonic Rising. That's what I need. I need to break all champions. We need to start fresh. I need to draw like Ancient Chant first, and then I need to draw Demonic Rising off of it. Oh, I was about to be so happy. I was thinking, let's just reset this. Let's start over, start fresh. Unfortunately, double blocking these is not a good proposition for me because I lose 2 demons, but it might be the only way. I do have more demons. Oh, right, that one got stopped by a zombie token. I'll probably start double blocking, honestly. Yep. So let's start making trades here. Let's make the board smaller. This way, if I just happen to draw a board clearer, I mean, if I happen to draw one, I'd probably have to draw 2 with it, unfortunately, but if I happen to play Ancient Chant and a Demonic Rising, let's just pretend for a second, and then I'd be set up for it. I wouldn't be taking all of his damage unnecessarily. We do need to leave enough to make attacking with Raxa and Medusa unprofitable. So I'm probably not going to block any more demon tokens as it stands. There's an argument to be made that I should just take all of it and then attack back, but all my attacks will just get stopped by these bigger things, so I'll lose 3 or 4 of these champions before I actually make any damage through, so it's not really worth doing that. I can't believe this is a mirror match of all the decks to queue up against. Make my silly evil demon token deck with the Risen in it. Alright. Soul Hunters. We got the Soul Hunter mirror. Alright, we're gonna start our turn. Probably just gonna pass. Don't really think that playing a Soul Hunter is the play here. Man. This game could end up going quite long. Alright, well, we have a zombie token just for that. Oh, man. Alright. Maybe I should have played the Soul Hunter just to make a demon token. I don't really want to break it because of the Necromancer Lord. I'm going to be probably just taking 5 from the Soul Hunter if it attacks. To block this. It's perfectly reasonable to block. Yep, enough demon tokens here to stop other attacks. Gudgeon, that would be the best draw. Probably. Yep. Two more. The thing that's really sad about blocking Raxa here with my demon tokens is it'll just get reanimated. Brought back again. So we have to take it. Take all this damage. Maybe I could block the Medusa. But the rest kind of has to just be let through. Right now there's not really anything to reanimate. Yeah, that's fine. I'm taking 5. Even though I'd love to have somebody discard pile. $18, $19, $20, $21. I have to stop something. I guess this is the one. I mean, it's gonna come back and get rid of Rift Summoner, I guess. It's not really a big deal. I'm really trying to make the Risen work. I'm so desperate. Do they have you running? Yeah, I am. I'm running. We got into this game and there's this Necromancer Lord resolve and I can't deal with it, so it's been like 4 turns. I mean, I think this is the 3rd turn that the Necromancer Lord's been alive. So basically, it's inevitable at this point. But I'm doing my best to hold it off. However, I did not draw a play last turn, and these Soul Hunters are very bad against Necromancer Lord. So currently, I am in a losing position. If they have any removal, they can remove their own Soul Hunter to win here. So let's see if they do that. Yeah, that's the game. Alright. Good game, Wilding. Wilding? Yeah. Like from Game of Thrones. Couldn't think of Game of Thrones for a second. Alright. Yeah. No, I mean, it's kind of a weakness of this deck, because it's very... It needs some work. I'm trying to figure out how to get... I've really been trying to make this one card in this deck work, the Risen here. But it's been a real struggle. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for the stream. So I'm going to be back the usual time on Wednesday. But in the meantime, have some good games of Epic. Definitely play in the Dark Draft. Try out the new cards. And the arena will be changing again on Friday. See you.